it's hopefully good, Happy Friday. Oh my good gracious, oh my good golly, oh my, oh Miss Molly, I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well. Oh my god, yo, MJ, how do? Oh my gosh, I fixed it. I did fix it, I don't know what you mean, it works. Oh my gosh, yo, Tyler out there, not quite first kick, not quite, but you know what? Worth the shot. Yo, Polly, oh my gosh, how do, long time no see. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well. Every time I get on stream, I see my beautiful soulmate in chat. Oh my gosh, yo, how do? I hope you're doing well, King. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've recovered. I hope you've gotten as much sleep as you need. Oh my god. I miss my boyfriend Tails. Why are you dating Tails? Huh? Oh my gosh. Nap, could we do a one-off stream where you play Pretty Derby? I don't know what that is. I don't even know. I don't even know how to begin playing it. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Don't hem your shirt the day before a wedding. Why not? Especially after paying $50. $50 to get a dry cleaner? Where are you taking your... What dry cleaner? Highway robbery? What do you mean? Oh my god. Always dry clean after having... You know what? So true. I always dry clean after I hem all of my many suits. Yes. Heinz Iron's crazy. Oh my god. How much blood do I have to sacrifice to get you to play Pretty Derby? None. Of course, you could hit a sub goal, but other than that, you know, on it, you know what? Sacrifice the blood to the blood bank, so donate it. But by donate, I mean sell it. No, I'm kidding. Don't sell your bodily fluids, chatters. It's a bad idea. I don't condone it. Oh my god, you need those to live. Oh my gosh. Yo, great out. I'm doing lots of baking. Yo, W. 2 different kinds of cookies, 2 Victoria sponge cakes. What makes them Victorian? Is a small child involved? What happened? Oh my god. Why are you talking to a bot? Oh, oh my god. Yo, howdy chat, howdy lickers, howdy howdy nap, how do Tiger? I hope you're doing well. King. I hope life's treating you well. Yo, you really can't stop naming things after your royalty. Oh my gosh. Nap suit, not shirt. Still, yeah. What do you mean? Suit? $50? Dry cleaning? Oh my god. If you're not paying $50 to get your suit dry cleaned, you're underpaid somewhat. If you say so, I mean, there's like, well, in the rural area of Nunavut, there just happens to be a lot of dry cleaners who all undercut each other on price. So, you know, or just know someone, I guess. That also works. Oh my gosh, I'm telling the character, I'm telling the character Tails, and that I miss my boyfriend. Tails is not my boy. Oh, well, King, you were missing a comma. A comma was needed for that. Alas, I believe that's karma for the lack of comma, you know? Pretty Derby is a horse racing game that's really fun, but also not like a series game, you know? I don't. Huh? Oh my god, blood for the blood lily. Oh my god, no, I think it's blood for the blood god. I think it's for corn. I think it's you'll rage against the machine with him, you know. It's a mobile gacha game based on an anime. Mello, what's with you and mobile gacha anime games, eh? What's that all about? Still sick. Does that mean like kick flips? I'm hopeful. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. It's really fucking cool and awesome. Sounds like it's just more of a, what's the game? I'm blanking. It like took over the world for like 4 years. Anyways you look, they'd have something about it. That anime game that you enjoy, and I'm blanking on its name. All that's coming to mind is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and that's the name of the 4th Indiana Jones movie. That's not Genshin. Genshin, you're so right. Oh my god. No, it's blood from the blood lily because white mage uses blood in spells if you read the flavor text. Oh, nice. Oh my god, Nap, you can't make fun of my gacha games. I'll put the dead friend card on. What do you mean? Oh my god, I have a joke that would get me a tally. Oh my god, they're all going to the glue factory. Oh god, Genshin Impact, that's the one. One day you will play Genshin. I don't know about that.
Hey Queen. Queen! Again, constantly raising the bar for all and doing it flawlessly.
$5 donut, what the hell?
I'm surprised, but I know who you are. I've seen it up close and personal.
Oh my god, thanks Michelle Obama. So thank you. Did it cut off? Oh my god, makes me so proud. Oh my god. It's been such a long time. I forgot we had the Naps little day trip. I forgot about that. It's set to so rarely show up. Oh my god. You made a new video, so I had to do the quote. Kind of based. I hope it was enjoyable. I mean, it was. Oh god. It's you know, it was a mess that took months to make because I rewrote the thing too many times and overmade it, and then it glitched, and then oh god. Oh. I forgot that remember that one time I only played it like 20 times in one stream? Yeah, back when it wasn't properly working to play randomly, you know? Day trip, Nap is Taylor Swift confirmed. It's true! It's true, I'm getting married to Travis Kelce. It's true. Listen, what can I say? You know, I said, wow, a Super Bowl ring. Wow, he's out. I think he won the Super Bowl, right? That happened. Yes, that happened. Oh, me, oh my. Oh, hamana. Wowie. My eyes, they pop out of my head and I said, marry me. Oh my gosh. It's all true. All the rumors, you know? And no, it's still sick physically. Best guess is long COVID, not gonna lie. Oh! That sucks. That actually sucks so bad. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. I know a few people with symptoms like that, and it is 80s. No bueno. Nap, the thing is, everyone makes fun of my video games, and I always got some card to pull. It's Uno. You know, you're always set, ready to defend yourself in your video games. It's a good way to be. But I think people should just not, you know, go after you for what games you like, maybe, instead. I think maybe we should all just get along. You know what? Like, maybe, you know, maybe we should just... Gamers, we should unite separately in your own houses. And not make fun of Mello's random game choices, you know? Do you know how hard that was to work in? Weak! Do you know how difficult it is to work in the phrase gamers unite? No, I refuse. That was not... Oh my god, lies and slander, Mello's gambling addiction. What do you mean gambling? Can someone transcribe for me, pretty please? I have stream muted because I'm at a restaurant.
Better material.
Simply tell the restaurant that they have to turn the TV to my stream. What do you mean? Introduce all the patrons of that restaurant to my stream. That's what you should be doing. Also, hi Jack, I hope you're doing well. Also, by the way, Cheddar, we have a lot to talk about, actually. I forgot to mention, there's like a lot about to happen. Big things are coming to Napoleon the 7th channel. Let me tell you. Oh my god, and I'm not just saying that this time. I'm sure that could have figured out something better. Nah, I don't think so. My brain's pretty well shot. That video finished compiling? Wait. 84 minutes ago. So, that went up to the wire. I have been up very long. Listen, hella high water, it was coming out before the end of August. It was meant to be 8 months ago, and so we had to lock in for that. Am I slated with Message Island? So Nap couldn't skip any real date and go straight to marriage. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? You think I'm the type to just rock up and be like, you're coming home with me. We're married now. There's nothing. Actually, in fairness, in the 2nd grade, never mind. We don't have to talk about my ex-wife. Well, no. Well, technically, we didn't divorce. I don't know how that holds up. Anyway. Oh my god. Tyler dead for the. Oh my god. So true. Play peak. What is revival week? Well, revival week. Should we get to a revival week, we will trigger an app week that is all revived games. Just bring back. You get to hug out a bunch of games that are like, hey, Nap, you played this before and didn't finish it, and I wanted to see more of that because we now actually have a back catalog. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Oh my god. Pretty Derby is now me and my soulmate thing. So you're homophobic if you made fun of it. Oh my god. Nap is Orpheus Hades down coded. In what way? Listen, okay. So what? I'm a boy that falls in love. What's wrong with that? Thank you. Please hold your applause. Oh my god. I easily listen. It was a problem. We fixed it. It's fine. Now I play Minecraft. Oh god. And now I don't have to worry about all that, you know? Simply play Minecraft every Friday night for years on end, and you will never have to worry about all that business, all right?
Manipulate this into you reviving New Vegas for the DLC.
Fixes. How could I manipulate this? It's crazy. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I missed a message. Guys, remember when I added Genshin to the sub-goal list? You remember that? Bring it back. No, we never hit it. Genshin was listed once as a sub goal, but we did not hit that sub goal, King. It's back at the bottom. Well, not at the bottom anymore, but it's in the Excel spreadsheet somewheres. And boy, howdy, is it not next up? People keep adding new ones on, you know? Oh, but I feel all I have to do it big and my legs are aching. Ooh. Well, at least you have delectable treats now that you could, you know, partake in. You could be like, oh boy. I have cookies to eat now. My friend who sadly went missing was really into Genshin, so I always am like, well, you know who else like Genshin? Anytime anyone in the group chat makes fun of me, it's a card in my deck. What are you, Yugi? What do you mean, card in my deck? I can reference disappeared individuals. What do you mean disappeared? I don't want to know. Actually, you know what? Putting a pin in that. I feel like I'm stepping towards a landmine with that one. Oh my god. Genshin had to sashay away is crazy. Oh, is that a yes? Yes. Huh? Sorry, I just became a sleeper agent for a second. So what I'm hearing is we can revise Tears of the Kingdom. Yes! That would be an option. That is it. Games that are left unfinished in that for a long period of time. That is in that capacity. Yes. Or play Final Fantasy 14 and try unsuccessfully to woo an NPC because the devs are never gonna add romance officially, even though so many NPCs are clearly crushing on you at the very least. Tiger, speaking of Final Fantasy, I got a bone to pick with you, King. All right. When was I to learn that Cloud is in like one of those things? I thought he was in every one of them. Lo and behold, he's not the main character of every Final Fantasy game. He also doesn't use the Buster Sword most of all. Huh? Oh my god. I'm trying to manipulate him. Nap, answer the question. I don't know if I should with that. It's my anime backstory. Don't worry, Nap. Oh my god. What do you mean? I thought I answered the question. You said, is that a yes? And I said, yes. Who's Cloud? I have to. What? Who's Cloud? The pointy hair, the pointy hair blonde dude with the big Buster Sword. The like face of Final Fantasy. So far as I ever knew it, apparently not so. Maybe, you know what? I was misled on that one. I'll give you that. I've literally only played Final Fantasy 14 and a few minutes of 7. See, he's the guy in 7. Yeah, because he's in that remake. So yeah, I assume he's in 7. Yeah. That's him. I've played none of them. So like, I only know a few bits and pieces from a streamer I watched in like 2020 who was playing the remake when it came out, who like, I didn't know nothing about it, but he seemed excited. Yeah, then he got canceled. And so I never got to see the end. It was devastating. Really, really, I got the worst end of the deal out of that, you know?
Bring back New Vegas as a full series for all 4 of the DLC. But if that's too much as bringing it back as a perm series, I'd also love for you to finish Half-Life because you did seem to enjoy it.
Ooh, both could work. Both could work. Yes. I will say, I will say, revival for Half-Life would probably make more sense because I do plan to get to the New Vegas DLCs. Just so we're clear, that is in my plan. That's not me out here ting 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 with the little metal can going, I don't know, let me carrot and stick this. Listen, I may be a sleazeball, but I'm not that big of a sleazeball. Oh my god. Can we revive Portal Co-op? That, you know what, that could also be an option. Portal could also work. The ting 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 goes the trolley. I am a trolley problem. It's true. The face of Final Fantasy for me is me because I'm the main character and most specialist boy. I mean, based. I need to see it with MJ. Oh well, I was gonna hire Beppo the Clown. I hope that's okay. I was gonna go get the Penn and Teller. I was like, who's the craziest pick I could get? I was gonna go hire Penn and Teller off of their Las Vegas stage. I was gonna go say, Penn, Teller, please do some magic with me and come play Portal. Cause it's all about disappearing and reappearing, but like through portals. But so it's like magic. So Penn and Teller. Yeah, kids out here today, they love Penn and Teller. Yep. That's that right there. That is a solid pick by old Nap, I think. Reread. You did promise me you would do it that week. XOXO kiss kiss moi. The XOXO is killing me. Oh my god. What are you, gossip girl? Brother, this guy stinks. Nuh-uh, I showered right before wrong. You're wrong, L. In fact, I do not stink. Oh god, my eyes are on fire, but that's just because I've stared at a screen for too many hours. You know? It wasn't for you. I would hope it wasn't for me. Do you know how crazy it'd be if somebody in chat was like, Nap, I showered just for you. Brother, I can't smell ya. I'm not near you. Oh, Nap, how dare you take that from the... Huh? Showering? What do you mean? Huh? Nap, that was a little close. What was close? Huh? You know, I actually forget that Dead Horse card Grass Wonder passed away recently, and you hate Grass Wonder if you don't play Pretty Derby. Who's Grass Wonder? Huh? Is a horse that a Pretty Derby character is based on. What? Wait, like a real life horse? Nap, I didn't shower just for you. I don't want to know that either. I need to be presentable for street. You know what? I will say, you know what? I take it back. I do appreciate that. Yeah, presentable for street. Yeah, nice. Yeah, like a first day of school. Oh my god. Show up with a nice shiny red apple and I don't know, the little leather strap that like 1940s children would use to hold their books for some reason. I feel like that would not be helpful. Like, how is that more helpful than not having the strap? You know what I mean? In no capacity am I under the impression that having a thin belt buckle strap to like keep your to keep just a bunch of textbooks and loose papers together is gonna be helpful. And like, how do you, what, is a pencil meant to go in there? It just seems ill thought out, you know? I said XOXO Gossip Girl, and you said it too. Am I not allowed to reference hit television series Gossip Girl? Is this this is now a crime? Is it a meal? References Gossip Girl. This is Democracy Manifest. My sister should get a book bag strap. Huh? Why? I just said they're useless. You know who else showed up to the first day of school with a shiny red apple? Cassandra Cain, Batman Mark Cain. Look it up. It's real. Wait, what? Totally human! Why? I mean, thank you, but brother, why? Duck and cover indeed. Huh? And he missed his warning. I gave Nap a warning and he missed it. You warned me of this? I thought wait, what did you do? You started stream by saying, oh, Nap, I'm trying to control Totally Human Nap. I'm gonna make sure that he doesn't keep doing this. I'm gonna make sure he's responsible. And now this is what happens? Yippee wahoo! I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at the little guy who shows up and goes, yippee yahoo! Like, come on! Oh my god. He sent a points message? I said tactical nuke inbound? How's that meant to help me? Oh my god. You spoke over it? That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me at all. Also, did I miss bits coming in? Did I not hear that in my... What? I did control you. I controlled it again. For the love of God, that had better be a joke. Oh my god. Too bad. Gotta go to work. Ha! What do you mean thanks? Thanks, Mr. Drive by Daddy Warbucks. My god. I hope work's good. I hope you're doing well too. Thank you. I guess we will have a revive time soon now. Dear God, man. The character from Annie. That's not... I'm not getting into this. That is the name of a, that is a perfectly legitimate, that is a perfectly legitimate, what do we call it? Piece of media to reference. Oh my god. Devastating. In my defense, I told him, oh my god. Oh my god, happy? I am always happy. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. What do you mean? Oh, I see. We just added this redeem to all other sub-goal reach. Oh my god, there's always a chance at revival. Oh my god. Dios mio. Yeah, I hope you have fun at work. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I was saying something, and now I don't recall. This always happens. I'm a very distractible individual. Oh my god. I found a list of dog names from the early 1400s, including Monkey, Mirth, Dragon, and Argument. Argument's a crazy one. I feel like that's an insane choice for a dog name. That's so many creepers. Why? Why is there like 7? I mean, there's 3, but why is there 7? Oh my god. We were talking about bringing teachers apples. Oh yes, we were talking about what with the little leather strap used by the children of the 1930s and 40s. Yes. Of course, of course. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Tyler was talking about this subgoal and then started threatening to drop a nuke on the premises. I personally understood the warning. All of you threaten me inexorably. How am I to discern that one is actually a legitimized threat? He said earlier today that he was gonna prevent this. Oh my god. I didn't lie about the cash panel haul. Bah. Oh my god, wait, that actually is a shiny red apple. Oh, is it poisoned? Is it poisoned? Is she doing a whole Snow White trap thing? I bet she is. When do I threaten you? Numerous times. A myriad even. With the 2,100 subs, that's the same amount of subs as followers you have. Dear God. I've been stun locked. I don't even know. I can't think on it. I need to think on something else. I'm gonna start panicking. That man has not gotten his money's worth. Oh god, I knew. Last forever cast reference in my deck next to my Yeah, you're ready for any kind of competition. You're always ready with a different Yu-Gi-Oh deck for any situation. One of which is dead horse cards. The other is references to Batman and Batman-related enterprises. Oh my god. Name them. Not a real fan if you can't name 3. I can just name 3 different times that I didn't sleep, and then I got the right. What do you mean? Oh my god. I was supplying Mello with cast pictures last night. Is that like a euphemism? Never mind. Did we finally break the streamer? I broke a long time ago. I broke it like year 1. The rest of this is a man trying to pick up the shattered remnants of his mind. I turned the wrong way. I wasn't meant to be going down here. Hello, King Halo, Pretty Derby. Who are you to decide whether or not that man has got his money's worth? I don't. Who am I to decide? I'm the one doing the thing. And I fear that I've not provided ample enough material. We shall redouble our efforts. We shall double our efforts, Lord Vader. Yes, yes. Those were promises. I feel like that's an inter-provincial threat, so I'm gonna call up the Mounties, pal. And then you'll be in trouble. They'll show up on their horses with the little red fit. Ooh, can't tell when they got blood on that thing. Do a Halo month? What, play through the Master Chief collection? Like that Halo? Or do you mean like which Halo do you mean? Bad Boy? 1 month nap streams are just listening to What was that song from like the mid pandemic? I forget it. It got memed. I forget it now. Oh, I really don't know. Joker in Death of the Family with the weapons in the Middle East. I know about Joker and his weapons in the Middle East. I'm aware of Joker and his relations to the Middle East. Hold on a minute. Oh my god. My very own cruise missile. Yes, yes. Isn't a province. I'm fine. Territory. You're right. It would be under federal jurisdiction, and so that will also involve oh god, what's the FBI called? Crisis? Oh no, there's no R. I'm calling Kaziz. That's who I'm calling. They're gonna set you straight. They're gonna give you what for. Oh my god. Collection for an entire month for human. Is this a request for human or a request for you, Dad?
What are you trying to say?
Yo! Gobble out, though. I'm trying to say, CSIS is what I was saying. I just was quizzing people on it, you know? It was just a quizzical inquiry, you know? I just wanted to be positive that we were all on the same page. No other reason. That's not how that acronym reads. Who named that way? Yo. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you well. Especially now becoming my new stim or tick to TBC. What does that mean? Huh? Check DMs. Is this a cruise missile again? It is the cruise missile again. Oh my god. Not brand. Sorry, my mistake. Brand new 1988 cruise missile. I didn't know we were doing them by year, Mr. Joker. Human is the Halo fan, not me. So yes, this is for Human. Oh, interesting. Is Human a fan of what was it called? Command? Is that what it was called? Or Mercenaries? I think it was called Mercenaries, which was the prequel, I think, to Halo, precursor. Like Halo, I think is technically Halo is technically a sequel to a card game, or no, to like a puzzle game from the early 90s, I believe. It's got a crazy backstory. The developers did a whole bunch of leaks to the public originally, and then its first Halo, despite being often thought about as like an Xbox Microsoft thing, was first shown off at like an Apple tech demo. That's crazy. To me, at least, that's insane. I can't believe you'd look at and not see the C and cis and give the C the K treatment, which is wild. It's not. It's not. Why? What do you mean? Check DMs. Check DMs. What do you mean? Check DMs. Check DMs. Check DMs. What do you mean? I'm. Okay, so one of these is yet another cruise missile, but this time slightly different. And the other one is a throwback and a half. Oh my god. Do they still make those comics? Like those specific, that style of comic? Do they still make that? Is that like new editions and issues? I'm not gonna answer that. I don't even know what you're talking. Me personally, I don't even know what you're referring to. Me personally, I don't even know what that means. Is it a sequel if it is not the same media type, or is it a spin-off? I'd say it's a sequel because it's still both are video games. I misspoke when I said card game. It was definitely a video game, but one of those early video, like it was a shooter, so it is a different video game. But like in the same way that I'd say, you know, Final Fantasy 14, bringing it back. Final Fantasy 14 is still within the Final Fantasy series. It's an MMO instead of the normal or the other styles of Final Fantasy games. Or you know, there's one of the Kingdom Hearts games is like a mobile game. You know, it's kind of like that, I guess. It's genuinely a really interesting like history to it, and also like a deep, for lack of a better word, connection for like devs and like the I guess just the way that like forum culture of the 90s were. I don't know, I had to research all this. It seems like a wild time to have been alive, because basically they just keep being like, no, we're not making a sequel, there's no we can't do it, higher ups don't want it, and then they secretly did it, but they slowly started revealing on like message boards communications from Cortana, and Cortana gets her name. It's like a reference to oh god, I'm blanking on his name. Charlemagne. Yes, like the real Charlemagne, like King of France Charlemagne. Jesus Christ. I hate it here. I'm trying to talk about cool history of video game and developer company, and lo and behold, I'm getting absolutely obliterated. Oh my god. They only made 50 years. Why? Why? In no capacity was that needed! We're paused! Nothing's even happening! Ha! I'm so tired! Oh my god! Oh, sweet Jesus! That wasn't even Gombar! Oh my god! Oh! Somebody was asking me about Tiny Titans. I forget what. Anyway. Oh my god. Streamer dead. He had a heart attack. Kinda. Oh my god. The all-star chat lineup. Yeah, welcome to my sweet fresh hell. Oh my god. The chatters are active and I'm getting obliterated. Huh. Such a little prankster. Just a little scamp. Oh my god. What a time to be alive. That's my time for today. I gotta go heavy done. Bye bye.
You're not hydrated enough unless you've been water.
Oh my god, Polly! Oh, okay, we hydrate now. Bye, everyone, have fun. Hemming. Oh god, it was so much. It was so unnecessary. Really, Edward? Really? Oh my god. Mean and uncalled for. I hope you don't enjoy having Mr. on his way to hem. Mr. Hemingway. Oh my god. Alright, this next one's deserved. Okay, this is deserved for that. Oh god. MJ sent a big long message. Please let me read my message. No, they only made 50 issues. That was my first and for a long time only introduction to DC. Phenomenal. And then my dad bought Teen Titans DVD because he thought it was the same thing, and he thought the Martian Manhunter kid was Starfire. I binge read all of Teen Titans last night. Wait, you binge read all of the Tiny Titans last night? I didn't even know they had that many kicking around. I guess 50, yeah. Oh my god, Tyler. Oh, worth it? Worth it? Oh my god. I disagree. I disagree. What were we even? Oh, it's talking about. Hey, I'm not gonna get back into that. It's an interesting story. They talked about it. Cortana was shown off. Like they basically not spoiled, but like explain. Like so everybody who started knew Cortana was gonna go crazy before it even started. But you only knew that if you knew the myth of Charlemagne. So good luck to whoever knew that.
Two lovers,
notice that's
forbidden
all I
from one
know.
another, a war divides their people, and a
lovers?
mountain divides them apart. Build a path to be together. And I
Together?
forget the next couple of lines, but then it goes. Secret tunnel, secret,
Secret tunnel. Secret. We are in the secret tunnel, actually. Wait, that's on pot. Based. We went into the secret tunnel. I mean, not so secret. It's a direct path to it from the city, but still. Clever. Oh my god. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treated you well, Anonymous. Nap, can we visit the desert well? Human would very much appreciate a Master Chief Collection playthrough. Hey, you all got it, boys. I can do that. I've actually never played through the Halo games, to be honest. So, yeah, that's doable. Bop, 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 bop. Because I think I played a chunk of the first one before, and then I played Reach as a child when it, like, I think I played Reach. My parents didn't want me playing it. I wasn't allowed. I had to play it with my friends because his older brother had it. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Oh, yes. I forgot. I was way too young to be playing that game. Oh my god, in hindsight? I mean, actually, in fairness, it's not as brutal as like a Call of Duty, so I guess, it was fun. Ow, why? Bop, bop, bop. Someone was reposting Tiny Titans on TikTok as a throwback, and I was like, oh, cute, but they're cropped terribly and posting daily. And then I was like, wait, I can just read them myself on Reed's Comics. Kind of, you know what? Ain't that just the way with TikTok, where somebody's posting something and you just get fed up enough that you go, you know what? I'm just gonna go find the original. You see like a clip of a movie and you're like, I am not waiting for the continuation of this. I'm just gonna go look it up on YouTube, and then you find it. What monsters are nearby? There's no. Oh my god, is there one below? Is there one below? Hello? Hello? I don't see any. I'll just sleep here. Polly, you should call me so we can play pretty. Oh, see, I saw Polly and I thought you were going to be talking about Deltarune. Because that is what we saw the other day on Monday. After I played all of Half-Life for the first time on stream, I was going to do Halo, but I fell off. Happens. Wait, my streamer was buffing. Did I miss an anonymous message? Yeah, there was a secret tunnel message. Whilst we were in the tunnel. It was like really well timed. I have so many screenshots of TikTok movie clips of movies I want to actually watch. Kind of based. It really is. I wouldn't personally, but I could absolutely see somebody doing like a full-on like final paper, or maybe just like a paper within like a media literacy class. That like I feel like that'd be an interesting thing to kind of study, like how the framing of movies consumption has changed in the way that there are people who have watched whole movies through like shorts and through TikToks, and like I wonder, but in part based on like when the uploader would choose to like have the cutoff be, or if it's a short, it's always a minute. So it's like,
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since.
Yes, Tyler? What? Excuse me? What advice was that? That sounds like dark and dastardly. But anyway, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see like what the implications of only getting to see a movie a minute at a time is separated chunks, like how that would affect your viewing, or if you're watching it a minute at a time separated just by upload time. So it's like oh, I can't go to their page and watch it all, but it might come across your For You page again. And then it's like, okay, so are you operating off watching this movie based on the chunks you remember? And then do you still get suspense from it? Or when you see clips that are like at the most suspenseful part of a movie, is that then like, can you still get as into the suspenseful moment of it for whatever the drama may be it like, you know, a thriller or an action movie or whatever? Like, will your heart rate still accelerate? Will all the telltale signs of like being deeply enthralled in a movie still occur for those people? I'm curious. I have no explanation or even really thought process on it, but it seems like an interesting concept.
Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had.
That's, you know what? That's kind of sound advice. That's good advice. Princess Mononoke mentioned. Yo, that talk to me about Princess Mononoke. Oh, it's a fantastic movie. Yeah. What about it specifically? This is an attempt to frame me as an artist, but jokes on you. I'm broke. I don't have the money to Dodo the Great Gatsby. Oh my god. That resolution is deeply annoyed. Well, see, that's true. Like, that's true as well. But then you'd normally get the resolutions to the movie. But then I would wonder, like, if you pick it back up, like, let's say 2 days, like, or what is the extent? How far along can you get before the like tension of that drama is entirely gone? Like, you don't remember enough to like be in the moment of it anymore. You know what I mean?
He didn't say any more, but we've always been unusually communicative in a reserved way, and I understood that he meant a great deal more than that. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments. A habit that
has opened up many curious somethings. Tyler, why are you just donating these passages? Oh my god. Wait, so what specifically about Princess Mononoke were you looking to chat about? I mean, it's a very interesting movie. I love that movie. It's fantastic. It's I mean, like, it's probably, I think it was my first real experience with Ghibli, honestly. I think that was my first Ghibli movie. It just happened to be like shown to me somewhere. I want to say somebody's house or something like that. Anyway, and it was really interesting. And it's kind of like environmental framing and stuff like that of the ebb and flow. The little guys with the little like their little heads that make the little like knocking noises. Love them. I think it's kind of the perfect Ghibli movie, if that makes sense. Like, it very much conveys their whole style and shebang and vibe, both in terms of like it does their comedy well, it does their romance well, it does their drama and action, whereas like other ones of their movies are like more drama or more action or more, like, you know what I mean? I love it very much. I think that talking about forceful colonization of Japan is important to talking about any Studio Ghibli movie. That's fair. Yeah, in different eras, depending. I don't know how much you talk about it. I don't get into Princess Mononoke. I focus specifically on Howl's Moving Castle, though other Ghibli movies are referenced and or visually referenced within it. In part because in that video, I'm kind of more explicitly looking at, and I don't know if I properly conveyed this. I hope I did, but I really, to this day, I don't know if I can answer it. Is that for me, what I find interesting about Howl's Moving Castle is the choices that Miyazaki made in how he presents that world and the setting he creates for it, because he departs entirely from the book. Like, so much so that like he puts in a whole war, like the war sequence, and I get into this into the video. The war sequence of Howl's Moving Castles, not in the book. Just none of that's in the book. There is no war. It's not wrong. There's no flying machines. There's no like industrialization. It's set in Wales, like real life Wales. So like it's entirely separate. And yet the author, Diana Wynne Jones, actually even talked about that as saying like, yeah, but nobody's ever understood her characters or her world better than Miyazaki. So to that end, I'm like, okay, so there's something to this then. It's not that he's out to lunch. It's that, you know, he's seen something below the surface in the book. And so I had heard that, and I read the book earlier this year. And then ever since, I've been just going back and forth on trying to like discern. I mean, yeah, the whole thing he made was an allegory slash critique and indictment of the U.S. involvement in Iraq. That's the actual shebang of Howl's Moving Castle. That's its whole MO. But how he presents it and how he frames it and what he chooses to do with it is interesting, because he chooses to like evoke like the late 19th, early 20th century Europe, and that's a very specific time frame to be using, with a lot of specific notes of like the German Empire in particular. So much so that the posters are in German. The war propaganda posters are all in German, and this is like German Empire is in Otto von Bismarck German Empire, not Mustache Man. All right, not second go round, not Yahtzees. Different group. Princess Mononoke did so much for building my like of philosophy and outlook on life. Not gonna lie, understand honestly, yeah. It's like it was probably my first time watching something like that, because not to say, I mean, I would disagree with it with myself if I were to say that animated movies from Western studios tend to like hold your hand a lot more through like that kind of a process, because they don't all do that. But at the same time, I think that was my first interaction with something that was like totally, hey man, yeah, figure it out. Who knows? I'm not going to give you an answer. I want you to think about it. There's no answer here. This is just a bunch of ideas, and from that you can draw conclusions. What those conclusions will be, that's for you to figure out, you know? And I think that's really interesting as like a setup. Strictly drama for no reason that feels contrived. Oh, you mean back for the for like stuff that you'd be seeing? Yeah, that's true. I guess it would make you feel like it's controlled. But well, would it though? If you know that you only get a building block of a wider movie, would it feel like contrived drama, or would the drama in like that you might see of a clip of a movie still feel just as compelling? If you are under the assumption, without the knowledge one way or the other, that it will have payoff later if you watch the actual movie, and then you know, oh, it's not, you would presume it's not contrived. It may be when you watch the movie it's a mess and you go, oh, well, this was a waste of time. Which with a lot of movies shown on TikTok, that people are like, oh man, I've never seen these movies. It's like, yeah, you've never seen it before because it's got like 6 great scenes and the rest are dog water, and you have no need to watch it. Like, there's a lot of movies like that. I highly recommend watching quote unquote bad movies, because every bad movie has great scenes. There's movies where like a director made it with the whole point being they wanted to make they had a shot in mind. They had one scene in mind that they wanted to do, and they get it, and they go, okay, I don't really got a plan for the rest of this thing. And then that tends to be the downfall of movies. There's no water bossing today. Hits me very deeply because of the generational trauma in my community from colonization. It's so much, but in a good way. Yeah, it's overwhelming, but like in an emotionally impactful way. Yeah, which is good. That's like the best kind of art is that way, you know? Also, Miyazaki started animated because of Hagajaden, so that's why his projects are such an inspired from it. I think about to see with eyes unclouded by hate, hit me out of left field, beat me up, came out, stole the lunch money. No, but for real, or even just like the nature of it be like, of elements of it being like, yeah, no, you have like, it's like for Princess Mononoke specifically, there is legitimacy provided to not both sides of equal value of legitimacy, but like, it's like, the response of some of the nature spirits, it's like, yeah, this is just as hateful. So there's problems with that. Doesn't make it equivalent or their fault necessarily, or the like. It's like it's just a outside examination of how one would respond to such a situation. And there's a myriad of ways where you can do that. Not all of them are going to be good responses, but that doesn't make them not legitimate responses, you know? Does that make sense? You either accept filmmakers just releasing a scene. Well, yeah, they could, but that's called a short film, King. That's the problem is that they're like, yeah, I only had one scene in mind. I'm contracted to do a whole movie, or I want to do a whole movie out of it, but sometimes you can't land it. There's videos that I've made myself, or sections of videos where I'm like, I don't think I've landed that. Or like there's times where I'll work on something, or like not just videos, but like things I've written and stuff like that, where I have an idea where I'm like, I know this is a good idea, and if I were a better writer, I would be able to convey it in a way that would do it justice, so to speak. But sometimes you just can't do that. Sometimes you just don't got it in you in that capacity. And sometimes it's a matter of you don't have it in you that day. Some days it's like I'm on fire, academic weapon. Other days not so much. It ebbs and flows. What I hate is the ads for knockoff fanfic app, the text-to-speech passage about like, I am a werewolf and oh so special, but my fated mate is abusive. And I'm bullying victim in a superhero world, but I'm hiding my really cool powers for no reason. Huh? Oh, do you just mean like AI generated, like quote unquote, like writing? Yeah, that stuff sucks. But you know, you're looking at like one of AI's biggest haters. So what can I say? What can I say? Which is honestly my beef with AI. My beef with AI ain't even. Listen, it's not even altruistic. It's not even about the good of the human race. It's the fact that I talk like it. No, because I ended up with a weird lexicon because of just the way that I was raised and what I was surrounded with, and because I got obsessed with old-timey speech really early on. Oh, so now I use phrases to get me flagged down as being what, part of AI when I'm not? Oh my god. Do you know how many rewrites of that Howl script were me just being like, no, someone's gonna be in a comment and say this sounds like AI. No, just because of the word choice I use. Because I have idiosyncratic methods for writing, and they don't always make sense outside of like, especially they don't almost never make sense in bits and pieces, but they make sense in long form. My way of writing is long-winded. I write like I'm a Victorian author being paid by the word, but I'm not. And the problem with that is that I will watch in a conversation somebody glaze over as they're like, I don't understand what he's getting to, as I bring it back, but I'm like, no, I have to lay the groundwork, because for what I'm next going to say will sound insane otherwise. And then I have to then win them back in the conversation. I have witnessed this happen countless times. Oh, there'll be times where I'm people yapping and people are like, what is he talking about? And then we get 3 more sentences in and they go, wait a minute. Okay, he's kind of cooking. It's fantastic. I hate it. But the result is that I use terms and phrases that do end up having I had multiple different times have I had somebody like, this was flagged for AI. I was like, well, here's the time lapse of me writing and rewriting it, King. So L plus ratio, I didn't use AI. I just talk weird. Bah. My hate is the ChatGPT power plant thing destroyed the water supply of my community. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably a more legitimate beef, to be fair. I had an interesting argument with somebody in my Final Fantasy free company, aka Guild, about the elementals in Gridania, the forest realm, kind of like the Lord of the Rings Rivendell. Okay. Their perspective was that the elementals are all abusive and evil and should all be hunted down. I pointed out the incident in question made perfect sense from the elementals' point of view. People like Alming had once literally tried to chop and burn down a forest, and the elementals struck back. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like why, in early D&D kind of thing, like in early fantasy writing, a lot of the times it's, I think a lot of people misunderstood, because you'll see nowadays, oftentimes people talk about or write about the idea of like, you shouldn't make it that all orcs are evil. And it's like, yeah, true. 9 times out of 10, the reason for that writing being that way wasn't like, oh, they're evil. It's that evil was defined by, yeah, they're going to attack humans. Well, why would they attack you? Because humans are probably messing with their grove or their forest or encroaching on their land. 9 times elves and orcs and dwarves all have a distrust of humans because they just expand and they don't stick around long enough to care about the impact they're gonna have in fantasy writing. That's like the classic trope. And so when you juxtapose orcs or goblins or whatever against humanity, people, innately the humans in the world will feel it's because, oh, well, they must all be evil. But that's, you know, if you're outside of the world like you and I are, you can then look at the writing and go, oh, when they say they're all evil, they don't mean evil like the devil. They mean they hunt humans, and they hunt humans because you know. The other person was very argumentative. I don't know, getting kicked out. Ooh. I mean, kind of sounds like it was for the best. Kind of sounds like they were not gonna they were not gonna add too much. You know what I mean? I got trained on a lot of crack fix. What is it? And now if a fic is a little too cracky, or in a certain way, oh wait, no, it moved. Or in a certain way, I have to sit there and where did? Oh my god, it just shifted again. I'd sit there and ask you, is this under unhinged human or a bad AI? Cracked fix. What does that mean? Like they're cracked open? Like they're open for editing or something? Like a cracked phone? And then years later, some different. Tried the sanctuary and fleeing for the grenade for the elementals rejected, and the Redanians upheld that decision. But the elementals, they're just protecting their forest from the people who already attacked it. The other person, yeah, that's a classic tale. I hate AI for a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons to hate it. There are a lot of reasons to hate it, but I just really hate the crud of the internet that it creates. Which is, it's long before AI, it's only accelerated. Makes sense. I mean, I'm personally, I'm just deeply sad and disappointed about the fact that so many like places and Ren fairs and you know, farmers markets and the like allow AI stuff into it. But then again, I don't know where you draw the line with that. It's the same way that it's like where you should or shouldn't draw the line with that varies from person to person, because you know, you'll get some people who are like, yeah, they also shouldn't have 3D printed stuff there. And honest to God, I'll be real, I can see that argument. 9 times out of 10, most 3D printed stuff I see at like like at a convention or like a farmer's market, I'm like, that looks like you just paid 9 cents for the file online and now are upcharging $6 billion for this thing of play. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's different than that versus properly rendering something yourself and making a 3D print out of a mold that you created and da-da-da-da, which is also different. But it's like impossible to police that, you know what I mean? 3D printed stuff is... See, but that's my point. But that's the thing, is there is some good material and some that takes legitimate artistry and work. Like, you know, to actually open up things like Blender or whatever and then like work out how you want the object to shape and fit and sit and stuff like that. So there is like a level to it that does take skill, and it can even be properly like in a resin print or something like that, printed decently.
I am constantly surprised you have like no fandom knowledge crack like unhinged writing by someone who is high on crack, if you will. At this point, it's often used for a less serious, more funny, and not routed in realism FIC.
Oh my god. That's an insane term to use for that. Oh my god. We said, can I be honest? I hate the trope of humans are the real monsters, not the monsters that specifically wrote as monsters. An intellectual, but also it's just done noticed at a real oppression these days. Oh, absolutely. I should rephrase in case, just for myself, if that's if you took what I said to be that I was saying, yeah, people just misunderstand in fantasy that trope is actually the humans are the real monsters. No, the different like neither. Like I think what's there is to say that like if you're making a classic fantasy setting where you want to make orcs or goblins or whatever that are like, oh, they're all evil, and it's like, oh, well, they're not evil, they just want to hate humans. I mean, that's evil to humans. I'm saying, like, sure, it's not evil in like a moralistic sense, but that doesn't make it not evil. You know what I mean? And it doesn't make the humans necessarily or inherently monsters. Because at the same time, it's like, you know, they're like, yeah, I just made a farm. What do you mean? I'm just here to support Billy, my little son. He's gonna grow up to be big and strong. Help me plow the fields. You know what I mean? And it's like some elf shows up and he's like, bro, don't plow this field. Don't do that. I'll kill you and Billy. Well, both are gonna see each other as you. You know what I mean? I don't think you think it. I'm getting annoyed about it in your proximity. Oh, no worries. I just wanted to like reiterate for my own sake. 3D printed Labubu Dubai chocolate 6-7 geek bar. I think we're all just gonna sit in that for a second. Just really let that stew. Can you ban Tyler for like 5 minutes? Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna ban the man for 5 minutes. Get him out of here. Oh my god. Now who would ever comment, was this written on AI by your newest videos file? Tyler, please for the love of God, say you're not doing that. You're just gonna set more people off. I already get random people who show up and oh my god. I already start my day with newest comment on your video, and it's from some other video, and it's just somebody being like, this is too long, and I go, this is 2 years old. What? Am I meant to change it? This is too long. It was my first what? You take 3 minutes to get started. Yeah, it's called an introduction. I'm laying the groundwork. I'm providing a thesis statement. Oh my god. I see the clash of local spirits, entities, and humans like this. Raccoons and trash cans. Don't anger the forest folk. Don't leave your garbage cans uncovered. Does that make sense? See, it's interesting because I think I read that entirely differently from how you meant it. Are you seeing the humans as the raccoons, or are you seeing the forest creatures as the raccoons? Because I think the humans make more sense as the raccoons in your analogy.
I think I'm qualified to come across all sanctified. I just don't cut with the cherubim. Tulio, what are you talking about?
Oh, wait, I know that one. That's El Dorado. Wait a minute. It is tough to be a god. I know that one. Oh my god, that took me a minute. I was like, wait, I know these lyrics. Wait a second. Okay, check them your YouTube comment section. Oh my god. Beat him with hammers is crazy, by the way. Check DMs, LinkedIn. I don't have another DM for you. It's still the same Tiny Titans. What do you mean? Bop.
How can we be sure Nap is not an extremely advanced AI we've all been interacting with for years now that was released on the internet as an experiment to see if it could build an audience?
True. I am Benson Boone. It is a fact. I mean, what? Who said that? No, check your LinkedIn DMs. King, I don't have a LinkedIn. What do you mean? LinkedIn? What's El Dorado? It's a movie. It's a DreamWorks movie, if memory serves. Pretty good one. Pretty good one. It's an homage to the Road 2 movies, which were movies starring Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, I believe. Anyway, and so they would be gallivanting around to different locations and far-flung journeys on the Road to wherever. So the road to Morocco, the road to I think one's like road to Argentina, and then there was like a road to Mexico, maybe a road to New Delhi.
If the experiment was to see if an eye could grow an audience, then the experiment failed badly.
I start crying. I start crashing out. I mean, I will say that's factually untrue, though. I've only seen growth. What do you mean? I've only seen growth on that YouTube channel. What are you talking about? And I did grow an audience on both oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was meant to email. Oh god. Oh Jesus.
They're on their knees. Being worshipped is a breeze.
It's a
Which rather
breeze!
suits us in the interim, it's me and
The
him.
interim?
Oh my god. It's tough to be a god.
It's so funny because it doesn't read it out with any proper inflection. Oh my god.
I libertine of streamers.
Oh my god. Please. But no, oh man, I was meant to, after the Hades stream, a video game company reached out to me. Speaking of LinkedIn, oh god, I even like checked out I was like, oh wait, they are real. Oh no, I need to email them back. I don't know what they wanted per se. I mean, I do, but I can't say. Part of what they wanted, I can't say yet. Oh no, they seemed cool. It was an indie dev. Oh god, no. No, they're probably judging me. No, they're probably like, that guy sucks. He ignored us flat out. No. Man. What was the big news you'd mentioned earlier? Oh yeah, big news. Big news. Big news. Come one and all, yes. I, Napoleon 70-year-old emperor, to say, this coming Monday, we shall have a big stream.
I hate
Early
text-to-speech
stream.
that uses inflection because 90% of the time it does it
Does it
wrong.
wrong? Oh my god. We will be starting a little earlier than normal because I've made the choice. I've made the connection and choice. Begin a playthrough of a video game, a collaborative video game with the Europeans. Yes. Specifically one European. Specifically, yes. We will be live. We will be live playing through a collaborative video game with another streamer. Yes. And it should be fun, and I'm excited. All of OEM Fortnite stream. Wrong. Not from Britain. Not British. L. Wrong. Collab stream? Yeah. The humans are humans. There's a kind of very specific respect that I'm trying to describe. Respect the nature of the critters you live next to. Raccoons eagerly dig their handsies into your trash cans. Deer eat your garden. A cougar would attack you if it feels you're a threat, or just for fun, or if it's hungry. Black bear is just ready to throw down always. Oh yeah. The fair folk, yeah, not sure what they do, but you get it. Yeah, humans comprehend others' behavior and adapt to it, so it's our obligation. Yeah, well, and that's also why I think one of the more interesting ways fantasy genre material can actually explore humanity is to explore why humanity is like different. 9 times out of 10, they just kind of present it because it's like, ah, you're human, so you'll understand. I very rarely do I find fantasy that accentuates the weirdness of humanity to the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Where it's like, no, you guys are freaks. Not like freaks in a negative way, just like, no, everyone else is like copacetic and does their own thing. You guys are these expansionist dudes. You're just running everywhere. I left here not even 2 centuries ago, and now there's a whole hamlet? Yeah, we've been here for like over a century. That's like an hour! Oh my god. Can we bully the other streamer? No. No, you cannot. You will be very nice to them, Tyler. You will be very nice to them. You will not be rude to them. They're a nice individual. I've been on their streams a handful of times. I've just never, they've just never been on mine. So I was like, oh yeah, well yeah. We're time zone wise, we're gonna have to start a little earlier for it, but you know. Can it be Portal 2 stream with MJ? Yeah, I'll cancel on them. I'm like, actually, I lied. Now my next charity stream, could I get you on? Or do you hate charity? I hate charity. It's true, actually. Me personally, I spit in the face of charity. I go, "Tuh. That hospital should have never been opened." Get it? Because it was a hospital in Germany, late 1800s. It's called charity. It's where we get the word charity from. Yo, I'll do. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully doing well. I said they're not British. Is it? No. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Also, they're not. They're not. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. As far as I'm aware, that individual is not European. No, the cougar is timid. Cougar does not just attack humans for fun. Cougar does not eat humans unless they're under ecological immense stress. I don't know. I played Red Dead Redemption and I got mauled. Oh, I guess that was technically a mountain lion. That might be different. I know who it is. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Is it Chris? No, it is not. I said European. Oh my god. Please, pretty please, just an hour of your time for charity. I will comp you. I will comp you is insane. Oh my god. Depending, I make no promises. Are you planning something currently? With charity money? No, I don't. Fuck it. Oh my god. Tyler, I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Sounds like something Cougar would say.
Cougar
also,
thinks that's
Cougar is NP. Lion.
Cougar is a mountain lion. Ah, okay, well then yeah, I got absolutely mauled by a cougar then. What do you mean? They came running right at me. I didn't do nothing to them. They tried to rip me down off my horse. I am. Oh, next month, so I want to raise money for kids' school supplies. I mean, that sounds phenomenal. Wait a minute, that sounds awesome. I'm not going to allow misinformation about cougars. Cougars have only killed 28 people in the past 100 years. Oh, see, like that? No, I would say cougars have only been confirmed to kill 28 people in the last 100 years. We haven't found all the bodies. What if a cougar and a black bear attack someone? You'd never know. Sharks are the real. No, sharks are great. Sharks don't attack anybody ever. Leave sharks alone. But no, yeah, Tiger is legitimately right. The cougars are not a big problem in life, surely. As far as I'm aware. I don't wish to I don't actually want to promote the idea that cougars are some net negative that we should all fear. Something platform, something. I wasn't going to chew on your shit. I was agreeing with you. Oh my god. Oh man, can't win. Yeah, get over here and do charity with me. What do you mean, get over here? What, like on a plane? I'm not. I'm a faceless individual. I physically have no face. This isn't even a thing for stream. I just, if you undid those wraps of the faceless man, it'd be nothing. There'd be nothing there. I'd be there like, ooh, 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 you know, just like that. That's exactly how it would go. Just like it did in the old-timey movie. The world's best assassin has 0 kills attributed to them. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm back on the hate train, Tiger. Wait a minute. Before the stream played your agreement, though. What can I say? I love frogs. Frogs are pretty great. I'll give you that. But what's your favorite? Do you just mean like, wait, do you mean like British, like Mr. Frog frogs? Because yeah, they're cute. Or do you mean like tree frogs from like, I don't know, South America that like poison you? I mean, both are cool. Just one you shouldn't touch because, well, you die. Then again, what a way to go, you know? Oh god. I in fact imagine your face an extremely default white boy. What does that mean? Oh my god. Extremely default? Come on! I have defining features. Maybe I have like a cool scar over my eye. You don't know. Maybe I have no nose. Maybe I have tattoos all over my left eyebrow. Maybe I got them there hoop earrings, the ones that like expand your earlobe, whatever they're called. I'm going to put a sealed envelope in Nab's DM right now, who I think the guest is. Intriguing. No comment. Did you know tadpoles are omnivores, but the vast majority of frog species become obligate carnivores, meaning they eat nothing but meat? Yeah. When they grow up, I know what carnivore means. When they grow up, except for one specific species of tree frog, which remains omnivores. I didn't know that.
You do not have gauges or tattoos.
Maybe I do. Maybe I also got dials on top of my gauges. You don't know. Oh god, at least I find me funny. Oh god. Oh, Dios mío. I'm gonna grab some extra stone. Nep, do you promise to respond if I DM you about players in the stream? Nep, I need your cloud. Cloud? What cloud do I have? The only cloud I have is that I got followed once by someone with cloud. What do you mean? Cloud? Oh my god. I will... The promise that I will make is that I will endeavor to respond. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, did you just lie in wait for me to say I don't have clout? Is that what? Oh my god. I promise I will endeavor to respond. You may have to prod me. It is not a thing against you. If that is the case, I quite genuinely am. I have a burning email to send back to the dev team that reached out to me. So believe you me, it's not just you. Why does Gombar hate me? I think Gombar aimed that at me more than you would, you know. What's to say? Nav has a dial on top of his head that tells us his brain power. What, like a heat gauge? Like I'm out here with It's true. I do get 1930s steam whistle angry sometimes. So where I go, and so then you know, in that scenario, it's good to have a release valve. Yeah. Oh my god. Give me your TikTok followers for the King, I haven't posted on TikTok in like a year and a half, 2 years maybe? When was the last time I posted on TikTok? That's like last November. What about your Twitter followers? I don't even know if I don't know if my account still exists. I haven't opened Twitter in, I don't know, since whenever what's his face went off the rails. Well, no, that's in fairness, he went off the rails years ago. Whenever he bought it, I'm gonna be honest, you were like the only reason I ever checked TikTok. Wait, that's actually very sweet. I had stopped I should say, yeah, I actually really enjoyed making TikToks. The reason I had stopped was because I had begin to find that I was getting too worried about the timing of it and the algorithmic choices that were happening at the time, and I wasn't getting anything really like. I wasn't able to justify the time sunk into making the TikToks versus the fun I was still getting out of it, because I still enjoyed stream a lot, and I was transitioning to making more YouTube content at the time. So it was taking gigs of storage, and I wanted more games. Fair. Blue Sky? I don't have a Blue Sky. I think someone, I believe Tyler, has the Blue Sky with my name. So I guess I could reach out to Blue Sky and see if they'd strip it away from him, but you know, I mean, like, I guess I could be like, hey, this man's impersonating me, and then they could be like, yes, of course, we'll get that account for you right away, sir. Can you check your most recent TikTok? I think there's a new comment. I don't. Why? Nap, you know the account is Tyler, right? Yeah, I'm like pretty sure. I mean, you know, they never confirmed it, so I can't say with 100% certainty, but yeah, I'm pretty confident. Is it not? That's so funny. Your first move is to report him for fraud and not just ask him for the password. Well, no, what if it wasn't Tyler, you know? What if it... what if it wasn't Tyler then, you know? I mean, he denied that it was him. It's not me. I mean, exactly. Yeah, see, he denied that it's him, so yeah, I'd have to report it. I have no alternative option. It's not my first recourse. It's simply my only recourse. Call me Roger Rabbit. Tyler, I don't know if I've ever respected you more than this moment right now. What a based pull. What a genuine. That was a delightful comment, Tyler. Good job. You know what? You're going places, kid. You're not that bad. Who framed Roger Rabbit references? Nap respects me. Clip that. Oh my god. Tyler denies a lot of things. That's true. Some of which I believe. You know, like I believe his denial of being anonymous. Namely because I know he can't be anonymous. or rather, he'd have to be far craftier than I would think you'd bother with a bit. It's a thing, yeah. Because namely, well, I can't say I don't want to say what I think, but you decide to build on diagonals a lot. Do you know that you don't have to do that to yourself? Well, this area I specifically want to have like the vibe of being the crenellation of streets. Ah. So like that's why this one's diagonal. Cause I want it to have the vibe of like a old Paris, if that makes sense. The acid barrels in Roger Rabbit movies scarred me for life, not gonna lie. Based? Yeah, you know, but honestly, I'm glad it did. I too. I think a movie. We went wrong as a society when we stopped scarring children with government like or not even government like with deputized independently wealthy individuals' ability to absolutely rain hell upon impoverished civilizations. You know, we should bring those themes back. Bring back the whole negative side of those groups, you know? Really start demonizing those groups again. I'm not, but why can't I be? It was, listen, there was like a chance in hell that it could have been you, Tyler. And then there was one instance that occurred that for me confirmed that it is not you. Didn't confirm to me who it was, but at the very least confirmed to me that it can't be you. So. Nab, you don't have to. That big Mojang can't hurt you anymore. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Oh, if I don't do this, they're gonna add in some other thing to make the game stupidly easy and just have no difficulty anymore. Oh. I just take the most grognard approach to it. I just go, game bad, 'cause easy now.
I am clearly anonymous.
I hadn't considered the truth of it all. My God. Bop. We went wrong when we stopped scarring children. Yeah, and I stand by that. Me, Napoleon the huh? What? Oh, lawsuit. Chatters, I would like to take back and redact the statement that I was going to make. Oh, good. You see, an intellectual, reference the French Revolution. This is a deep pull no one else has gone for. That is true. For a chatter like that follows somebody named Napoleon the Seventh, I do feel like a lot of you really don't read much into the Revolution of France, either of them really, or the well, I guess multiple of them. You don't really read much into the French Revolution or the Napoleonic era, huh? I feel like we don't match on that vibe, chatters. I don't know why. Oh man. What was the incident? Wait, now I want to know the instance where you knew it wasn't Tyler just out of pure curiosity, please. I don't want to. Well, see, I don't want to. They accidentally put a telltale sign of something that I don't want to. I won't mention for their own sake of anonymity, because it was a very telling little note. So I was like, oh well, that's a lot of information in one little slip. So I won't be mentioning, because I respect the privacy of the individual. So sorry. Can't tell you what it was. I can just tell you there was a moment that affirmed to me, oh, there's no way this is Tyler. They signed the message pink. No, how'd you know? Oh my God. We went wrong when we stopped doing live action animation hybrid movies. Also, well, no, we went wrong when we stopped doing live action 2D hand-drawn animation hybrid movies. I don't really care if you put this, if the Smurfs are in Central Park, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really care if they're going over to the milk house, you know what I mean? Like, get them out of here. I don't really care if you got your 3D rendered little globule around. That part don't matter to me. Dildo game. This is a hint that will we play Lego Batman? Oh my god, it's really weird. We don't know what it meant. Oh my, of course it's Back for the Dead. The DM. No, I wasn't DM'd by anybody. It was just a manner of one of their messages. One of the messages of anonymous, which I suppose there could be multiple. But at the end of the day, under the presumption that it's all the same individual, it affirmed to me that in fact it would not be Tyler.
Can we bring back Pink for Revival Week?
I don't have the authority to do that, King. I don't have the ability to do that. Pink's off living their best life. They're vibing out, you know. For sure, at the end of the day, and this is true for lots of people, and when I say this, don't get me wrong, absolute pleasure in my life to have to genuinely have had so many of you both stick around and come in and out of chat at various times. Like nobody's ever obligated to be here ever. But for some people also, it's perfectly fine to realize like, oh yeah, streams were something that happened like in the pandemic for them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, this was like a period in my life where like the world was locked down, and so they turned to stream, and it's like, yeah, to streams, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that anymore because, well, you know, they could go outside again. Bop. Which is perfectly fine and like just perfectly a legitimate thing. It's not sad. It's just, you know, the way things go sometimes. I'm shocked Nap didn't just ban you for that one, Tyler. I didn't know Pink was a touchy subject. Oh no, Pink's not a touchy subject. Dude, I just feel distasteful. It's fine. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I was like, what do you mean? They're not. It's not a touchy subject in the slightest. Can we bring back the mods for Revival Week? Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean bring them back, because we have mods. Oh my god. Or we have a mod at least. Bop. Can we bring back? That took me. I was like, what does that mean? I was just befuddled. That took me a second. No, but anyway, that oh god, he's getting rusty. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna. You know what? You're right. I'm getting rusty. That's all that happened there. I'm an old man. I'm 58 years old, and I'm getting rusty, and that's what happens. We bring back my steady sleep schedule for Revival Week. I'll put in a work order for you, King. I don't know if we'll I don't know if the boss will let us, but I'll definitely put in the work order. You know, we can hope. Yo. Pop Leo shall fight. That's a great name. Yo, Aldo. Hello. How goes it? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? I hope you're doing well. And I hope life's treating you well. Aldo. Can we bring back Jump Up Fridays for Revival Week, Jen? It would be the ultimate revival. That's already been revived this year once, King. Sorry, one revival per year. It's the only way. Yo! Papa Yoshify, thanks so much for the follow, too. I appreciate that, dude. Oh, my God. Mighty coin to you. Papa. Yes. Okay, we'll continue with that. And then switch it over to there. I didn't mean to put that there. This is the way, this is why I should be your commentary TikToks for Revival Week. Did I make one of those? I don't think I ever made one of those. I mean that so genuinely. If I did, I don't remember it. Did I make one of those? No, I made like a history TikTok for my first TikTok. You get one per year? Nah, I'm going to revolt. What can I say? It's been less than a month. It has been less than a month. Yeah, wait a minute. Oh my God. Lord, though, my sleep is whack because I got lost my health insurance and those the meds that were helpful. Ooh. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, hopefully, well, I guess, yeah, Medicaid's not really as robust as it once was. Well, hopefully, hopefully some change for that can come to you in the near future, because that is genuinely tough. I've known many people in such a situation, so I could say, while not necessarily experiencing it myself, I do feel for you, King. It is what it is. That's the best mindset to kind of have for it, I suppose. I think you made multiple of those. Comfort? I don't think I ever called myself a comfort. I think I made oh yeah, if you want to come watch a Hardcore World one, I made that as a TikTok. TikToks to advertise the Hardcore World, so just more like, hey, and if you like this kind of content, come check out TikTok, or come check out the Twitch stream. We play every Monday and Friday, 4:30 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. 1 minute history for Revival Week. Oh God, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you guys a very robust breakdown of one historical event. You all have to come to an agreement. You all have to come to an agreement, and you can pick one. You can pick one historical event you want broken down, and I have to be allowed to talk about it on Twitch. It has to not be TOS. and then that'll be your 1 minute of history. There you go. Easy, sorted. The Italian campaign. You know what? Sure. And I'm gonna use the Italian campaign to be as ambiguous as you've made it, King. Because that could be... There were a lot of campaigns in Italy at different points in time. So I am not beholden to any specific Italian campaign. As per your request. I get to choose. All right, time to talk about the 100 Years' War. Can we bring back the point redeem where I make it so you can't move for 5 minutes? No, not in your life. Can we bring back the campaign for North Africa for Revival Week? Weren't you gonna play that at one point? Can we bring back the woke for... Can we bring back woke is crazy. Oh my God. What do we bring back? It never left. Still going strong. No, I wasn't. Oh, I thought someone was. Someone in this chat was making noise about going to be playing that. I forget who now then. But it's not MJ. Was it Kystel? Doesn't sound like their MO, but maybe. Did ask if we could play a diplomacy stream. That's true. You have asked that before. I would like to request Nap talk about the event. Which one? Yes. Any. Just an event. It could be the Hindenburg explosion. It could be the publishing of the first Sherlock Holmes book. It could be the time that Beanie Babies were worth a lot of money. You know? Anything, really. Could be the time that Jack Kirby beat up a bunch of Nazis. You know, it could be anything. So that one is a good tale. Fond memories. Bop, bop. Can we bring back Jimmy Carter? So I haven't learned necromancy. Don't have that ability. Sad to say, they stopped me before I could learn it. Curse you, vile heroes. I will ascend in future. Signed, your favorite lich, you know?
My favorite event in history is Ronald Reagan's death, hopefully soon to be replaced.
Hey, you know, everybody's gotta have a favorite event, you know? Crazy, you could have chose Henry Kissinger. Anyway, that's... Oh, God. Maggie Thatch is a close second. See, that's crazy from you, though. Like, that's, like, valid, but also, like... What attachment do you have to Margaret Thatcher? Oh, God. Kissy boy is up there. Oh, that guy's a definition of only the good die young, I swear. Man, oh man, I have an idea for a necromancer character that I'm working on that I think's so cool. Yo, for a D&D system? Or for something different? Speaking of, I don't know if any of you guys, to any of the people who play TTRPGs, I don't know if any of you have gotten into any of the renaissancing new ones coming out. There's the Daggerheart and Draw Steel and whatever the one Cobalt Press put out, and it's actually I'm excited for things like Gamescom and stuff like that. It's been like a whole slew of just like new, for lack of a better word, like just art house projects, because it's just a bunch of small studios making their own way out into this kind of a thing, and it's an exciting time. Lots of new mechanics being tested, new ideas, new strategies. It's great. It's only a benefit. You get lots of cool, well-made games. Supposedly this happened once before in the 90s, where there was an explosion of new TTRPGs before Wizards of the Coast bought D&D, and then they got bought by Hasbro, and that caused a bunch of problems. But anyway. Well, actually, I guess, no, sorry, that's not what killed it. It was World of Warcraft that killed the TTRPG industry. To be fair to World of Warcraft. Boy howdy, were they potent. Personally waiting for the day Turtle Boy in Congress hits the wild that listen, not to say nothing on the Twitch.tv about no real living individuals. Me personally, I'm talking about that turtle, what from the Looney Tunes show. You know, the guy who would pretend that his shell got injured. Anyway, crazy that turtle specifically was injured. So much so that he became like stun locked when bugs showed up. And is still kicking. Crazy. Insane that's like not been the end. Only that does so many people in. Read my important message. My mom hates how you inhale when you let. Oh man. Well, Can't win them all. Me too, man. That makes two of us. Oh god. She animated what skeleton? Oh wait, no, I missed a message. She's not an actual necromancer. Oh, she's a geomancer. Oh, animating statues of skeletons that she carved because bones are calcium and calcium is rock. Okay, that's kind of based. No, I'm making a video game. She's still playing the stage. Oh wait, you're like indie deving it. Wait, that's sick, dude. We revived the Nemesis system. What, like from Shadow of Mordor? That one? Need to go to bed. Good night, Jack. Good night, Neb. Good night, Grant. Sleep well, dude. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Boy. I think his laugh sounds great. It's a weird laugh, King. I can tell you firsthand. It does not win you any favors. It is, yeah, it is an acquired taste at best. But I appreciate it. I'm not, you know, I appreciate it from both of you. I don't need, I'm not looking to be fishing compliments or nothing. I'm purely just, it's a wacky little thing. No! No! It turned into a sheep! No, it didn't. It's right there. But no! What are you doing down there? I don't like that guy. I like that guy one bit. Speaking of last, I ended up relearning how to laugh because I got a sore throat from a lot of reenactment and then it made me laugh and painful. So I accidentally relearned laugh higher in my throat where it wasn't raw from guttural screaming. Yo. So you learned how to do a bit of a titter, a bit of a flittery laugh. Diplomacy stream, naps, 6 chatters, half-hour turns, 8 turns a stream, 1 stream a year. No. I think I'm gonna start. I think we're gonna start doing a diplomacy every stream, where every stream will start as though.
Dolphin rolling on the floor, laughing dolphin, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing dolphin.
Oh god. That's stupid. Oh my god. It doesn't sound like a dolphin. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, yeah, you know what, if I ever become like an actual daily streamer, if this when I say if, this is a promise that I'm making with the full confidence to not have to worry about it. I'll organize, if I ever become a full-time streamer, I'll start, you know how some streamers start their streams with like Wordle or whatever because they're just doing something to start the stream. Instead of Wordle, I'm gonna get like a bunch of other streamers, and every stream will start with a turn of diplomacy, and slowly it'll be played out over the course of like years.
Instead of your 15-minute SHPEAL,
we take 15-minute diplomacy turn every stream. Exactly. But it would make most sense if it was a daily thing, you know? Just start uploading to the Discord at 15 minutes of 15 minutes daily of what you call it? Diplomacy. Oh god. Actually, let's use Kabul. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh god. Oh man, I also have to write a bunch of letters tonight. Not real letters, fake letters that I then have to print out and get like coffee stained so that they can be found scrunched up and old in a chest for D&D players. But they will have a series of hooks. Not all of them will be relevant to the next major arc in their campaign, because I'm trying to set up the next adventure for them while they're finishing this keep. And oh god, I gotta get on that, man. We play tomorrow. I'm so wrapped up in this video. getting it that big, then we can threaten to cancel them and get diplomacy. Hey, you know what'll draw in all the crowds? That hit 1930s game, Diplomacy. Speaking of realpolitik, oh my god, that's what's gonna bring everybody in. They're gonna be like, hey, wait a minute, I didn't know there was a Do you think there's a diplomacy section on? Wait a minute, is there a category? Twitch categories. There better be a diplomacy. Ooh, buddy. There's a diplomacy section. It's just like an actual live stream of the UN. None of these are actual diplomacy, man. Come on. Wait. No channels live. Wait, there is! I think there is! There might actually be a... With 253 followers, there is a category for the board game diplomacy. No one has ever played it, it seems. No live channels, no videos. Oh my god. Your best would probably be board games. No, they got the real deal. Raid who? Yeah, exactly. No one's ever done it. It's just, I assume it's game like Civ and Crusader Kings and stuff like that. Oh, did somebody ask what's diplomacy and I missed that? Now I sent a meme to the beach after stream, but it's relevant to the current conversation, or really the conversation just before this one. Oh my god. Discord has Wordle widgets, so we all do the Mel gag at midnight when it refreshes. Well, bathe. While I'm thinking of it, if you were an Animal Crossing animal and also had a typical RPG style, knight, mage, etc., what would you pick? Oh, what are the options of all the animals? I need to know my options. Wait a second. What are all the animals in Animal Crossing? Sorry, species, apparently they're called. Let's see. There is alligator, anteater. No. Bear, bird, bull, cat, chicken, cow, cub, deer. Cub, isn't that just a bear but baby? Deer, dog, duck, eagle, elephant, frog, goat, gorilla, hamster, hippo, horse, kangaroo, koala, lion, monkey, mouse, octopus, ostrich, penguin, pig, rabbit, rhino, sheep, squirrel, tiger, wolf. I think I'd be a wolf. It's majestic. I'd be a wolf. I'd run the town. I'd be like the hit Telltale game, Big Bad Wolf. I think that's Wolf Among Us. That's what it was called. Among Us Wolf. Just sad detective man. God, we should play that game.
Squirrel Bard.
Squirrel Bard? Are you in no capacity? Oh my god. I'd be a wolf. Chat thinks so too. It just got held up in auto mod. You guys just can't see it, but 7 other people also just said yes, Snap. Oh my god, he would absolutely be a wolf. Oh my god. If I pick Eagle, is that just Sam the Eagle from the Muppets? Oh god. I don't know. I don't know what any of these look like. Probably like a deer, a bull, or like penguin. Yeah. Yeah, deer, bull, or penguin. One of those three, probably. Oh, and as for well, it'd be different for each. They'd be different for each. For the deer, it would be a knight. It would be a knight, and they'd have an antler like horns, or antler like a helm. I mean. For a bull, it would be probably like well, either like a monk or like a sorcerer. Yeah, innate magic instead of learned. And then for the penguin, it would be a druid. Druid that specializes in ice magic. Simple is, simple does. That'd be my picks, you know? The androgynous inspired to confuse. Huh? Is a penguin androgynous? Is one of those animals distinctly cool? Neat? Learn something new every day. Oh, wait, no, that had nothing to do with me. Oh, well, I still take it as a compliment. I still choose to make it about me. Because everything is in the end. Now we've had an entire conversation about Wordle and gender, and you missed it. I was picking my persona. No, I'm kidding. How could you? It was a very traumatic experience. I had to in that moment go through my whole life.
Nap, there is in fact multiple convos happening, you narcissist.
Listen, I may be a narcissist, but that doesn't mean it's not about me. Oh god. Nap's a furry. Oh my god. This was obvious. I'm not, but alright. The chest is back there. I was like, where is the chest? I need to remove some items. Though I met a cool. Oh, wait a minute. There's like a dude who goes to. He started. I mean, he's not there all the time, but he shows up to the same gym that I go to. He's got like a. He's always like, I assume he must make content of some sort. Cause anyway, he's always there with like a, he's jacked.
Way to intervene.
Dude looks great.
NKT be furry suspicious.
But anyway, he's always there with like a white and blue, I assume it's a fox or like a wolf's head of sorts. Anyway, so he has that on whilst he's doing the rest of the work. And so, you know what it is. What do you? I'm so confused. Anyway, but yeah, so he is cool. But that's like my real, only real like interaction in terms of the furry community as of late. Until going to a convention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because at Comic-Con you tend to find lots of furries. They're cool people. I think I'm potentially meant to marry some furries later. Not me getting married to them. And I say later, I mean months from now. It's a long story now that I think about it. I don't know if I can tell the whole thing. But anyway, long and short of it is you know, you gotta be able to. I told this. I told you all before. I have the ability to marry people. Yes, I told that story before. Anyway. What if it's, yeah, we've talked about that before. So I have that capacity. And so what that is, the result of that.
Furry polycule confirmed.
Oh, I thought that said is. I was like, yes, I am that manifested. I was. Anyway, I got reached out to, and judging by some of the early elements of the request, because you could just request me. I mean, you guys can't. You don't know who I am, so you wouldn't be able to know. But anyway, yes. Yeah, so it just makes it so that you can just like request and it sounds like it'd be a nice little ceremony. But I do think I'm getting the feeling that that's the vibe they're going for. I think they're all gonna be suited up, I guess is the word for it. So good for them. I'm requesting you. Yeah, you getting married anytime soon? Me and my girlfriend and you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, please have your vows ready. Yeah. At the very first TwitchCon I go to, anybody who wishes to get married, I will marry you to your significant other. Not to me. Dear Lord. Just so we're clear, if this ever gets clipped. Bring along your significant other. I'll do up the paperwork. That'll be the meetup. That'll be the first ever NAP meetup. Will be a string of weddings, just one after another. Just like, I now pronounce you, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'll just have to wait for TwitchCon to be in none of it, and then, boy howdy. Can you imagine? I feel like Twitch would not be pleased with that. I feel like if I tried, I feel like if I genuinely tried to do that as a bit, I mean, not like as a bit, like as in like the weddings would be real. So like, I feel like Twitch would just be unhappy if I had went around and just been like, I'll marry people. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh wait, no, I should do this. Yes. Yes. A line of weddings just when gay marriage was first like, yeah, I'll be like the new age Guy Fieri, you know? At what was that, the Oscars or something? And I'll go bada bing, bada boom, you're married. I mean, I suppose they don't have to all be gay marriages, but then again, it's 94%, so like, I wouldn't bet against it, you know. I wouldn't. It would be the expectation, I imagine. City of Love, though. Who doesn't want to get married in none of it, you know? Great place. Take a Greyhound in, live it up, vibe for a little while, go see, I don't know, an ice flow or something. Go see Baffin Island, you know? Great place to go. Nap, you should hold up a sign, gay marriages only. I think that's discrimination, King. I think I wouldn't be allowed to do that. I had to step away, but I was listening. Deer Knight, Bull Monk, and Penguin Ice Druid were all pretty interesting because I was expecting something like an eagle with a rapier. Strange how different people interpret characters differently. Nah, that's based, actually. That's more based. You're not wrong in the sense of swashbuckling eagle, or like not even a like a musketeer eagle was kind of the vibe in my mind, and I wholly put it out of my mind because I thought it would be a little ostentatious to say eagle. And then I also started thinking about Sam the Eagle from the Muppets, and I was like, well, that's, I mean, you know, he's already got that on lock. No one wants to be in none of it. What do you mean? Great place. Thinking of things to do. Look them up. Totally believe none of it. Listen, nobody knows tourist things in where they live. Nobody does the touristy things for where they live. Of course I gotta look it up. What do you mean? You don't do any of the touristy. If somebody comes and visits you, it's the classic. You don't know where to take them because you don't do any of the touristy things, you know? That's a perfectly normal thing. Come on. Realized I ran out of food, so now we're running back to get steak. I have gone on architectural boat tour of location whilst my mother visited. Well, I stand corrected. Well, wait a minute. Are you... No, I can't ask you that. Never mind. Yeah, no, Ostentatious Eagle totally fits with the Napoleon the Seventh reference character. It absolutely does. I just went, I shouldn't go for the obvious choice. I should try to figure something out that's a little more out there. But if I can go for the obvious choice, then oh boy, Swashbuckling Eagle, my beloved. Ah. How many of you guys are left? Not too many. I should probably repopulate before I murk away anymore. Right, there's no space in that. I'm clearly worried that being dogs to the big sis. You should be. Everyone should always worry about that. It's a very real issue. Kids these days, none of you practice internet safety. You're all out here with your Tic Tacs and your your Labubu's and your Feastables, giving away your locations. Tisk. You think you're gonna what? Get Squid Gamed? Come on. I'm older than you. I'm 58 years old. That is just a simple fact, you know? And you can't prove it wrong. L plus ratio. I would never tell Mello my social security number. Yeah, totally. Totally not. You absolute monsters. I'm gonna work on assembling the future workstation computer that actually gonna make the game a reality. Yo! Based. Do you know what? Wait, what kind of programming do you want to make it in? Ah. Video. Leave nothing over 23. Oh, what's so unbelievable about 58? I could absolutely be 58. You don't know. There's no... I know lots of things from the 20th century. It's like I was there. You know? That's how I know about that's how I know about the Halo story. That all happened at the first whatchamacallit, Apple Expos with Steve Jobs. So like, you know, that I would have to be 58 years old to remember that. Come on. I'm gonna call it the bug station because one workstation sounds boring. 2 computers is bugs, and I like bugs. 3, it's sure to hold many bugs. Faced. You could call it the infestation station. Or I guess just for short, the infestation. Cause there's a lot of bugs. Real answer, Visvid. Answer is 58. Voice hasn't dropped. What do you mean it hasn't? I'll have you know, I have a very deep voice. So, L. Wrong. Good for the engine, most likely, because, Godot for the engine, most likely, because frick Unity, and I don't like Unreal. Based on not using Unreal. Honestly, listen, not that Unreal is not a bad product. I have such sorrow, I guess is the best word for it, for the fall of so many unique and vibrant gaming engines that have all been swept away and or given up upon simply because it was easier and more cost effective, and you know, you didn't have to worry about training people in-house if you just switched your games to Unreal. And for me, in my mind, that is like one of my #1 reasons I actually do still like. I think I will lose more faith in Bethesda. I think lots of people would get faith in Bethesda from them switching to Unreal, and I would actually lose faith in Bethesda. I would actively, if they fully switched over, they were no longer using the Create engine, I'd be like, man, it's over. You're just making the same thing anybody else is. You know? Godot. Or Godot. If I end up writing my own custom engine, it's called Infestation now. Based. Take that one to the bank. Infestation Station is a great name. Let's go. My beef with Unreal is the heavy push for realistic graphics that just bloat the full file size and no artistic merit. I fundamentally agree with you. I think I'd say
They're not bugs, they're features. The feature is not being unreal.
Based. I think the way that, and I think this is more what you mean, I could be wrong, is that it's not that it like has no artistic merit, it's that the individuals that are using Unreal tend to worship at the cult of realism when it does not serve the game they're trying to make, and the game would likely be better served if they had stylized it, if that makes sense. So like if you're making a Call of Duty, or if you're making a Battlefield, or if you're making or a gritty, or if you're making Hitman even, I think Unreal kind of makes sense. Anything that you're trying to achieve, something that's realistic in that capacity. But like, let's say you're making even if you're making like a Doom or like anything like that, I think stylizing that, even if it is a shooter, stylizing it is so much more interesting artistically than just going for like, but it looks real. Look at them. Look at those shader effects. Look at how it gleams and glistens. Is a tool that I don't like how so many people use it. Just put me off the tool. Yeah, absolutely. It's the same way that it's like, arguably it's the same thing as AI in the way it is like, I will never use AI, but I absolutely understand there are artists and valid uses for artificial intelligence in certain elements and processes within the larger scope of art. Not making art itself, never like being the driving factor of art, but like for instance scheming up demo stuff in video games. For instance, you can use an AI for that in a way that like Larian Studio does, in a way that it's like, yeah, we're not, and then once we decide that's what we're going to do, we've saved time by getting it schemed up that way, and then we do everything by hand afterwards. Like, we're not using that as the final product, it's just to save 4 months of building something that we might not even use. You know what I mean? And then we decide off that. So it's like, yeah, as a tool, Unreal Engine can be good. It's just become a crutch of like, everything has to have a hyper-realistic look about it. It's the only way for a game to be good. Well, I like the DS era graphics so many. Maybe my opinion on graphics is whack. I mean, let's be real. Let's be unreal. Are you telling me, Tiger, that you don't want Nintendogs in Unreal 5? Tiger, are you telling me that you don't want Nintendogs to be the next flagship enterprise of Nintendo using Unreal 12? They had to make a whole new Unreal for it. It was crazy. It was unreal. I'll make a simple workbench. Where do I leave the bed? And like that. what I meant to do. Come back here. And grab some of these. I actually hate the obsession with realism. I feel like games with a style other than realism hold up better graphically because you aren't comparing the newest and realest Dishonored series with the oil painting looking style. Oblivion, I think, still looks pretty, whereas I like the old realistic games and greatly question if I could look at them for a playthrough. Wait 1 second. Let me reread that. I actually hate the obsession with realism. Fair. Kind of funny just based on the video I just made, which wasn't looking at realism in the way of graphics, but realism is in like a theory of international relations. I feel like games with a style other than realism hold up better graphically because you aren't comparing to the newest and realist. Dishonored series with its oil painting looking style, Oblivion I think still looks pretty, whereas I look at old realistic games and greatly question if I could look at them for a playthrough. That's fair. And you can even have realistic stylization. I would say Halo, the early Halo games would be a great example of like, it's not realism truly, like it's not trying to be like the most realistic looking graphical settings ever. I mean, maybe Infinite's a different case, but the early ones weren't trying to be realistic. They are stylized. They're just stylized towards like hyper militancy basically, which tends to have harsh angles and all these other things. But anyway, what I was also going to say to that was yeah, but then I can say that like sometimes it's interesting, like Oblivion's update or like the remaster of Oblivion. I think that did come out really solidly. I think it does lose some of the greenery that you get from the original Oblivion, just visually speaking, I suppose. I've never played the original Oblivion. I just know the lore from it. So I don't, my experience playing it has been with the new one, which really is the same game under the hood, just with a coat of paint on top of it. I think the update definitely improves the models and the character models in a way. The scenery I think would have been fine, but I do think the character models definitely benefit from the touch-ups. But I'd also say they used Unreal Engine to still keep it fantastically styled, if that makes sense. Like it's not going for like a Call of Duty realism. It's going for a what you call it? It's not a Call of Duty realism. It's instead going for a like Lord of the Rings realism, which is not realistic. That's high fantasy. You know what I mean? I would even say it's not photorealistic all the time. Absolutely not. Chunky polygons and no anti-aliasing fiber. Oh my god. Okie dokie. No more time for me shoving guts into my pewter. My god. Give it life, King. Give it life. Oh, Dios mío. The people did look kind of ugly, fair, but they looked ugly at release, so it was built-in feature, not a result of time. That's fair. That is a fair critique. Nobody, I don't think ever was like, man, these models are breaking my mind. But in fairness, I also don't know if that was ever even a desire. In the same way that like, I don't think. It's crazy to me because I think some people would argue that like Skyrim was done in a realistic style, like photorealism, but I don't think it is in the slightest. If you look at like Skyrim is still not being done like photorealistically, you know what I mean? It's not trying to make things look one-to-one with real life. It was still stylized. And I think that's kept, and I think Bethesda did a decent job of keeping that kind of a vibe of like, yeah, it's stylistic, even though it has high fidelity is the word I think I'm looking for, with their update to Oblivion. You may disagree, and that's perfectly fine. For me, I think they did manage to keep the general sense of its original graphical style intact, without fully going off the deep end of like, we can make it as photorealistic as possible. That water's gonna look exactly like real water. Okay, I've arrived at the place my friend is helping put on the show. Nice. Tell them to make them laugh. Unless it's a drama, and then don't do that. Make them laugh. Bop, 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 bop. Aww. Excuse me. I'll be headed out now mostly. No worries, dude. Enjoy, have fun. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last stream-wise anyway. My eyes are still stinging, so I genuinely don't know how much longer we'll be going. But if I don't see you again, have a great rest of your night, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye! Especially when you compare to games for 2011, I'd say Skyrim was not going for full realism. Yeah, that's actually a great point. Similar to like... I guess what would be a good example of not going full, or of games going realistic? Were the Metal Gear games coming out at then? I feel like I've never played them, but I feel like they have a realistic tone to them, don't they? Like their graphics are trying to go for like non-stylistic realism, where it's just like, this is what that would look like. This is a photo, you know? And then we'll do that. These will eventually be beams. Gears of War, Modern Warfare 3, Batman Arkham City. Yeah, I get, well, no, I get, yeah, you got a point with Arkham. It's definitely trying to be realistic rather than stylized in that capacity. It's trying to be a realistic take on Gotham with like how it styled the villains and everything like that. Yeah, it's fair. I was gonna say I don't know if I'd count it that way, but I think they were going for it. Like, I think Rocksteady wanted you to feel that it looked like a realistic depiction of the universe. They weren't going for they weren't going for the blimps and the Gotham like Art Nouveau style of like Paul Dini and stuff like that. So that's fair. Yeah. So weirdly, it does, for whatever reason, I feel like it holds up a bit better than Gears. I still haven't played Gears, but and I might just be a Batman fanboy on it, but I don't know. I feel like it's got something to it still. Modern Warfare 3, I have no idea if that holds up in terms of visuals. I just know it made me sad. They blow up the Eiffel Tower, and so like I watched a playthrough of Modern Warfare 3 on YouTube because I was like, I wasn't old enough to buy it, so I was like, you know, I was like, oh boy, Call of Duty game, wow, that'll be so cool. I'll be able to talk about it with all my friends. Because they would often be able to sneak it and stuff like that. I also just didn't have a game console at the time, to be fair. But so it wouldn't have mattered if I could have afforded it, or I could have got it anyway. But I remember I was filled with like genuine sorrow. I remember being like, what? No. No, what's happening? Due to some of the sequences in that game and where they took place, specifically the Eiffel Tower, nowhere else, just the Eiffel Tower. just the Eiffel Tower sequence and nowhere else. Which in hindsight is just funny. It's like, dude, it's a COD game. And there I was, just, oh, no, please, say it ain't so. Which is weird. I feel like they're going for the exact same thing with the, mind you, I don't know anything about what's happening with it, so maybe I'm wrong. I saw, I think Gamescom or something, I think I saw the trailer for the most recent one, and I think I was like, for the most recent Call of Duty, crazy, they're still making them. And it, well, actually not crazy, because as somebody rightfully pointed out to me before, was there's only been 3 times since the start of the franchise that Call of Duty has not been the highest selling game of each year. And it's like, oh right, they print money. But yeah, I think the most recent one's doing that same kind of vibe of like the narrative of Modern Warfare 3 that was like the fall of like London and Western City and Paris and all these other things. I'll say by 2011 we were already pretty close to graphic realism limits of now. The curve was reached in plateau, so I think they still look fine, just maybe less gritty, more goofy, and it doesn't keep its intended vibe. I think the only real step up that I could point to in terms of realism or like realistic look, and even then I would hesitate to call it realism. I think it definitely is, would probably be 2018's God of War, which Ragnarok was not a huge leap in graphical capability beyond or anything, not that it needed to be, but like 2018's God of War, and similarly 2018 Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, were the 2 leaps in that kind of in like terms of graphics. And when I say leaps, I should say hops. They were like one kind of like larger old-timey stone step up. Like, you know how like sometimes you'll find a staircase that's like old, and so it's like and like embedded into the ground, and you're like, oh wow, there's a big step between these because one of the other steps was just eroded down over time. One large old-timey staircase step up. So not crazy, not like a whole flight of stairs away, not even 2 steps away, but just enough for you to be like, oh, that was noticeable. That was a steeper step. There's a lot of straight white dudes that'll buy COD games each year, same target audience as yearly sport games. Yeah, and they're also the same people who will consistently decry the idea. They'll be like, why are there no games? Oh, there's no games. No new games ever. No skeleton, no please. I don't want you to die. I want you to shoot this Grieber for me. No! Why would you do that? It's kind of crazy. Just like the general like willingness to always fork up for like a new COD. I could understand it like with the sport ones. I can understand it if you're like once every 3 years you buy it and you're cycling that. Like if you're just like, oh, I'm on like a 3. Like I have a friend who's big onto like 2K. It's not really for me. I don't enjoy it, but I can understand the way that he does it, where he's like, oh yeah, I buy it like once every 3 years, because by that point they've usually made a choice. Usually the very next year is the same game. 2 years out is a bit new, and then 3 years out is a refined version of whatever they tried to do new in the second year. And so I'm like, I respect it. And also you get an updated roster that's actually updated enough to be worth it, because 3 years have gone by. So if you care about those kind of games, where you're like, oh, I want to play with, you know, with the new stats for these characters, or to like reflect where they are now, if they're now a big champion that they weren't because you got the game when they were in their rookie season, I guess. That's what it's called, right? Rookie season? I'm pretty sure it's rookie season. Hot take. I think the people who only play COD and sports less as gamers than people who really into mobile games. That is a piping hot take. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, if you're putting COD against Raid Shadow Legends and Candy Crush, I gotta be real. I do still think if it's a Call of Duty that has zombies mode and stuff like that, I'd be like, it seems like more of a game. But if you're putting it against like, I don't know, a mobile version of Fortnite, I guess that existed. I'm trying to think of what other big there are like genuine mobile games now that are like Pokemon Go. I'd say it's equivalent to Pokemon Go. I see Pokemon Go as a game. We'll place this in here for now. But genuinely, hot take. I don't know. I think both should be counted as games, which I know you're not trying to say mobile games aren't games. I think if I were to land on that, though, I think I would say both should be allowed to count, even though it does pain me. I feel like to count mobile. I don't know why. I don't know if that's some sort of like deep set programming from like the alt-right pipeline of YouTube that tried to get me way back when. And what I mean by that, just so we're clear, just so nobody takes it out of context, is that I thankfully had good role models in life and good people around me to be pulled out of what could have likely become that. I just am analyzing things that I can recognize from points in time in earlier periods of my life and in early YouTube where it's like, oh, that I can see how that led people down a bad way. You know what I mean? And similarly too, like, you know, the whole gamer culture, gamer sphere leads to like gross stuff like the Gamergate stuff and all that. You know what I mean? It's like that culture. And so I'm always like, did memes about that from way back when impact my decision today? You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, God, I hope not.
Fearful face. Well,
no, but you know what I mean? Where it's like, I think it's important to recognize and talk about these things, for me personally at least. The idea that it's like, yeah, no, that's a danger online. If you don't believe me, open which I'm not saying you don't. Or if you ever open up like YouTube in like a just unsigned in browser and then just click around for a little bit and see how long it takes for you to start getting like things that seem ambivalent for the most part. They don't seem too bad, and then slowly they morph until eventually you're just getting sent rocketing towards like horrible ways of life thinking, and just like an alt-right pipeline that's only gotten worse as time has gone on, you know? So yeah, I worry for the youths. Being 58 years old as I am, I worry for the youths. Because it's a danger. The internet's a heck of a drug, man. And it can sneak up on people. And if you don't question the things that you're given, then you don't question like the jokes made around and stuff like that, and then you can very easily be swept up into the systemic issues that they perpetuate. I think, at least. I think mobile gamers are typically more well-versed in a multitude of gaming styles, from strategy to puzzle to fighting, whereas other groups are just sports and shooting. That's a fair comment. You know what? Fair. If someone's like, I play June's Journey and Candy Crush and then they also maybe mess around with like Wordle, I guess, and maybe like a version of Risk that's on mobile. Yeah, you're playing lots of different things. Or even if you're playing not Beat Saber, what's the little Geometry Dash? Kind of a mobile-esque game, and it's like, yeah, that's its own thing. And then even, I'm probably gonna end up just, my throat is really going. I've been slugging that water, and my throat's been really going. So I'm actually probably gonna end a bit early. I hope you all have enjoyed. I hope it's been a good time. I hope life's gonna treat you well. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you Monday for a little early for a great stream. Oh my gosh, the hydrate. Oh gosh. But yeah, my eyes are killing me. I've been awake for way too long, but I got a video out, so I really do hope.
Not hydrated.
Oh my god.
No excuses.
Okay, big one. Tiger, come on! You meant to be building a game. Oh god, it actually feels nice, but oh my god. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. If you haven't gotten a chance, check out the YouTube channel. There's a brand new video out. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brought some thought, and if it does at all, don't feel like don't feel like you gotta keep it to yourself. Feel free to chat about it in the Discord or in the comment section there. I try to be active in the comments on those actual videos because I know some people like to silo where they put things. It's a video that kind of means a lot to me, I guess. Not for emotional reasons as much as it's like was fun to actually kind of mix my worlds of what I've studied and what I do. So it's, check it out. Tell me what you think. I feel like your voice being scratchy doesn't come across past your vocal fry. Let's go. That's good. That's good. If it doesn't, I try to make sure that it doesn't. I built the computer to build the game on. Oh, so it's the beginning stages. You're Prometheus stealing the fire right now. And soon you will light the civilizations of Greece and become the Delian League. My good gracious. Well, chat, hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a great night's sleep. And I'll see you Monday. My chat. Boy, my chat. Bye, my chat. Bye. And your liver gets eaten is crazy.